Now just right there, you've seen what can happen when people slam on their brakes for stupid laws. So what does South Australia do?
South Australian motorists risk heavy new penalties if they're caught speeding past roadside assistant crews like the RAA.
A 25k speed limit now applies. Those caught breaking the law face fines of up to $2,000.
Yep, of course they bring out the most insane, strict laws in the entire country for this garbage. So now they are saying any vehicle on the side of the road with flashing amber lights, tow trucks, RAC vans, obviously your police cars, ambos, fire trucks, you have to slow down to 25 k's an hour. Now, this madness, there's no implication of road speed. It's like, if it's a 50k road, you gotta go 25. If it's a 60k road, you gotta go 25. If it's a 100k road, you gotta go 25. Are you insane? Roll the clip. This is what happens. It's not rocket science. Guys, New South Wales introduced this 40k an hour garbage that you see all over Australia now, where you've got to slow down to 40 k's an hour past a cop, past anyone with flashing lights on the side of the road. You're supposed to go 40 k's an hour by them. Well, finally, due to that M7 crash, I believe, one of the crashes at least, they said, hold on a minute. Let me get some slight vague common sense for once, which almost never happens, guys, as we all know on these rants. And they finally come in and they change the rule in New South Wales. We are on the government website right here. When passing a stopped emergency vehicle with flashing blue or red lights. Now, yeah, I'm not sure if they include the amber lights. Maybe they don't. But anyways, passing a cop or an ambulance, fire truck, if the speed limit is 80 kilometers or less, you must do 40. If the speed limit is over 80 kilometers per hour, you must slow down safely and move over. This includes changing lanes if there's multiple lanes that you can move over. And it basically is just saying you must just slow down safely within reason, which actually makes sense. Telling somebody to slow down even to 40 k's an hour on a highway because a cop pulled somebody over. Do you know how insane that sounds? That sounds so reckless and dangerous. It happened obviously in New South Wales. Credit to them. They actually improved the system. Again, 80 k's an hour plus on the highway. You can just slow down within reason, which is how it just should be. There shouldn't be a law around that, It should just be slow down a little bit, give them some space if you can, and that's it. I love how this Channel 7 as well in South Australia, they're trying to hype this up so crazily. Like, they've got these dash cam videos of these RAC workers on the side of the road with the cones out, and look at these close calls, like narrowly missing the worker. I'm like, bud, he's going around the cones. Like, he's not even close to the cones, man.
Flying too close to the guardian angels of S8's roads, these near misses captured by RAA staff.
Speed is a significant contributor to casualty collisions. There's simply no excuse for speeding.
Like, what are you on about? I just don't get it. This rule just came into effect. So literally from last night, you have to go 25 k's an hour past somebody with flashing lights. And look, I'm just going to go through. So yeah, as of Monday, 19th of May, 2025, drivers must slow down to 25 kilometers per hour when passing a stationary breakdown service vehicle with flashing amber lights. There's no mention in this entire web page. There is no mention of speed, like what the speed limit is. If you're on the highway, it is still technically 25 kph, which is insane. And let's not forget, right, because they did actually show us, if you go, they have a ranking system for this, right? So imagine if they just the cops are following some RAC guy and they're trying to, fill up the kitty for the weekend. You know what I mean? Which, hey, I wouldn't be surprised. It's going to happen. You do 25, so you go over 25 Ks an hour. It is a $202 fine and 2 points. You go 35 Ks an hour, $455 and 3 points. You go 45 Ks an hour, $926 and 5 points. You go 55 Ks an hour, $1,684 and 7 points. 70 Ks an hour, $1,895, and get this, 9 points. 9 points. That's insane. So if you're on a 110 highway, somebody breaks down, they're off on the shoulder. If you go by at the speed limit, you've basically almost lost your license and got a 2K fine. How does this make sense? How does this make sense, guys? That's crazy. And I don't understand why 25. What happened to 40? What happened to 30? I thought 30 was the new super low speed limit in the city and all this garbage. Now we're talking 25, and it's like slamming on your brakes and watch out behind you. This is just a recipe for disaster, man. This will get people killed in South Australia. This is going to get somebody killed, and it's not smart. Literally, you're fixing the car, you've set up the bloody cones, you're fixing the car, and all of a sudden, I don't even like this whole cone thing that they do. Really, I mean, I guess in certain scenarios, you got to do it, but man, someone's going to have a massive pile up and crush one of these guys. It's just going to happen. Trucks can't slow down to 25 Ks an hour rapidly. It's just not possible. And honestly, this is probably something you should all look up in your state, because I'm from WA and I've always heard about this rule over east. I've heard about it in New South Wales in particular when they first were trialing this garbage with the 40 Ks. You got to slam on slow down at 40 Ks, doesn't matter where it is. And I was always like, that's crazy. That's just stupid. And I never thought WA had that. Well, I was wrong, because we're on the wa.gov.au website now, emergency services vehicles. And yes, basically when you see flashing lights, and here in WA, it's like anything, tow truck, RAC, WA police, fire, ambulance, main roads, it's 40 Ks an hour. You're meant to slow down to 40 Ks an hour. Watch this little video. They have a little video here.
If you don't slow down to 40, you could be fined $300 and 3 demerit points. If you're travelling in the opposite direction, you don't have to slow down, unless the incident and stationary vehicle with flashing lights is in the middle of the road or median strip, or both lanes are affected. Let's look after those who look after us. If you're travelling in the opposite direction, you don't have to slow down.
But it says if you're going the opposite way of them, you don't need to slow down to 40. But in the diagram, you're they're they're a couple feet away from the accident. It's oh no, you're good. Just go full speed, man, whatever. But if you're coming the other way, you gotta slow down to 40. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of bizarre and funny. I get it. RAC guys want to feel safe. You want to feel safe on, police officers, ambulance crews. 100% get it. But you got to be able to put these vehicles in the right area. For example, here in WA, if someone breaks down on the highway, one of the main highways, they'll send out a crash truck. So the truck will come out and park behind them. Big boom gate comes down with a crash protection area. Big sign saying move over, slow down. I think usually they say slow down to 60, which is kind of weird because it says technically you have to be 40. But yeah, that seems like a better response. I know that's not practical everywhere, but as well, if you can move the vehicle, or if the vehicle, even if it has a flat tire, just push it as far away as possible. Like, I know sometimes you're stuck on these corners and you can't really do much. But again, trying to get drivers to slam on their brakes is never the answer. That is going to mess you up more times than it will save you, let me tell you. That's just common sense. I just want to go through some of the questions that the police officer on that M7 crash was talking about to the press, because it really kind of grinded my gears, and especially what he was saying about the truck driver. So let's just jump forward to that and we'll just see here, because it's just not right.
I think probably he had a bit of luck on his side yesterday, but thankfully, as I said again, it was a good outcome, notwithstanding that he's injured.
That police officer got incredibly lucky. I'm talking final destination incredibly lucky. Like, he was literally just getting out the car as that tow truck got pushed into him, and he just sort of like walked in between two trucks, like highway speeds on the freeway. Like, bro, count his lucky stars, bro. He was insanely lucky.
But I guess, we have to look at this and learn. But I think the clear thing was that the vehicle was stopped on the breakdown lane. There was open visibility for probably about 200 metres. And some people managed to stop, but it would appear one road user in a heavy vehicle hasn't on this occasion.
You don't want people stopping on the side of the road, though. You see a police car there, there's got to be a very good reason for you to come to a complete stop in lane one, though, right?
I like that reporter who had some common sense to tell the officer, like, you don't just stop in the middle of the freeway. Like, there's got to be something extreme for you to stop in the middle of the freeway. That car legitimately stopped right next to that cop car. I don't know if because he was opening his door as that car was coming, he was still well off to the side, like there was room, and this person is just completely stopped. Makes zero sense.
I guess on this occasion it's probably hard to understand what was in these people's minds, but I guess they've seen a police car, stopped, warning lights, and I guess they've slowed down, taken caution, and I think 3 cars in total, including the tow truck, managed to do that. However, the 4th vehicle, being the heavy vehicle, has failed to do that, and I guess again wasn't aware of what was occurring and driving to the conditions.
This peanut, this absolute peanut. Again, I have an MC license. Do you have any idea how long it takes to stop one of those vehicles? Especially if they're going like 110 k's an hour? It doesn't take a fraction of a second. This moron in this Corolla or whatever it was came to a full stop right next to the police officer, like the police car. What the hell is he doing? He's supposed to slow down to 40, which is absolutely ridiculous already. He's just come to a full stop. This tow truck is blocking basically the visibility in front of that. Like, the truck is sitting up high, but that tow truck is higher than most cars. So he doesn't know the couple cars in front of him have absolutely slammed on their brakes now. And now all of a sudden this towie has to slam on his brakes, and it's all over. Like, it's all over. And that is just completely blindsided this trucker. Like, it is pathetic that this cop, I don't even want to make calling him names or anything, but just, that is such a pathetic excuse. Like, to say 3 cars managed to stop and managed to be driving safe to conditions. No, 3 cars slammed on their brakes and barely managed to stop. Then there was a heavy vehicle behind them that couldn't. And that's just, bro, that is just physics.
If you're on the M7 or a major highway, it's got a 100, 110 limit. If you see a police car on the side of the road, if its lights are on, what should you do?
So I think in a really simple terms, if you see a police car, flashing lights or other emergency service vehicles, slow down, move over and create a safe space. That's what it's all about in a really simple way.
But don't stop.
No, well, as I said, I guess that would come back to the circumstances the individual would see. I guess I can't explain what they've done, but certainly slow down, safe space, move over, will keep everybody safe and keep the traffic flowing.
Can this moron just answer the question? He's like, but don't stop. And then he's got to go into some stupid elaboration of like, we just got to create safe space. bro, can you not just come out and say, yeah, don't stop on the highway? Like, that is just a common sense, period. He is making it confusing for these sheep that are all on our roads, have no idea what they're doing, and he's basically saying, well, no, that person, we don't know yet what they were thinking, but like, they slowed down and, no, they came to a full stop and caused the crash. That person caused the crash. I'm sick of this garbage. Had enough of this clown. People in South Australia, please, for the love of God, be careful, because this will happen. Now that it's, you know, RAC's included, it's going to happen to somebody, because the roads in South Australia are absolute trash. You're constantly getting RAC call-outs, and man, I just hate to think of there being a line of traffic going 100 k's an hour, and all of a sudden you go by an RAC guy, and one numpty just takes one do-gooder sheep, doesn't know what the hell he's doing, city slicker, slams on his brakes to 25 k's an hour thinking he's doing the right thing, and boom. Like multi-car pile up, who knows how many people are going to be dead. I hope I'm wrong. I absolutely hope I'm wrong, but be careful. Please be careful. This is the stupidest rule I've ever seen come out. 25 k's an hour is just absolutely insanity. And for the love of God, like, when are we going to get some common sense? When are we going to get some common sense again? Telling people to slow down to 25 k's an hour on a highway to go by an RAC guy who's off the freaking, he's off on the freaking edge of the road, and he's off the road. Like, this is just madness, man. This is madness. It's all by design. It's all to control us, slow us down more. Oh yeah, like, let's slow the economy down even more. Why don't we? Cause more road rage, cause more crashes. Insurance will go up. It's all clown world, isn't it? Guys, that's another rant. I can't talk about this anymore. My blood's gonna boil before I gotta go to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be careful, people in South Australia. I just can't stress it enough. And check your state's rules, because I had no idea that Perth, you still got to go down to 40. Check your states, guys. But yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe, leave a comment. I want to hear your 2 cents. I like to reply to all you guys. And yeah, we'll see you on that next video. Take care.